There. Okay. So, hi, you guys. Um, let's start. Oh, you know what? Make sure you have a table or a chair or something you can hold on next to you because I think we'll do some standing hip work tonight. So, since you're here and you're the only ones here, you might want to grab something, just a chair, something just to you can hang on to so that we can pick up one leg and move it around and open up the hip joints. So let's begin. Here comes Fern. Hey, Fern. Fern, I was just telling Shelly and Krista that make sure there's a chair or a table nearby that you can hold on to because we're going to do a little standing hip work. So just for support. All right. Recording is happening and it is 5:30. Let's begin. I have a feeling that some people will come in a little late or not at all. We'll see. Okay, so come into, you know what? Let's not do seated pose. Start with standing pose. Let's do something a little different. So just come into standing pose with your feet about hip distance apart. Now, look down at your feet, okay? Get your feet more or less so that the outer edges of both your feet are parallel. For many people, this is going to feel like you're pigeon-toed in. Okay, so the outer edges of your feet are more or less parallel. Now bend down, take a hold of your big toes and bring them in toward each other and then place them back into the mat and come on back up. Okay, so feet are parallel. Hey, Mary. Feet are Mary, I was just saying that if you want to get a table, chair, something to hang on to close by, or you can walk up to for our hip work tonight. So feet are about hip distance apart. Outer part of the feet are parallel. And you want to take your big toes and take them in toward each other and then press them down into the mat. So try to keep space, if possible, between your big toe and your second toe. And if you press into the bottom of your big toe, that's going to give you some added stability in your standing. All right, so first, arms out and up. And give yourself a really big stretch. Palms toward each other, press down into the feet, especially into the big toe. Feel that. Now come forward and hinge from your hips. Okay, and then drop your arms and now bend your knees and just let your back be rounded. I'll go sideways here so you can get a side view, which may help. All right, so I just want you to feel how nice and open your back is, how your head, okay, your skull is heavy, right? Your head is heavy and it's being drawn toward the ground because of gravity, and that's releasing your neck. So you're just hanging upside down. Hi, Chris, I see you're there. All right, just hanging upside down. Let those arms dangle. So back is rounded. Pull your navel up, curl your tail toward the ground. Feel that lower back open up. Now, just go side to side with your body, just a little bit. Real gentle, side to side. We're just opening things up here. Now feel your arms really heavy, drawing down from the shoulder joints. That's it. Stop at center. Take your big toes to center again. Press into the bottom of them and slowly roll up. Nice. Now, bring your right arm up to the ceiling. Left arm is down. Still pressing into the feet and especially into the big toes. Bend your elbow, take the side of your head, and just gently take your right ear toward your right shoulder. Drop the left shoulder. Stay here. Take the left arm out to the side. Turn the palm behind you. Bring the arm behind you. Bend the elbow and give yourself a bind. Drop the left shoulder. Release the bind. Just let that left arm drop. Release the head back to center. Let the right arm drop. Left arm comes up. Reach it. Feel the rib cage lift. Bend the elbow. Take a hold of the side of your head. Slowly bring that left ear down toward the left shoulder. And feel the right side of your neck open. Really drop the right shoulder as much as you can. Stay here. Don't pick up the head at all. Just gently pick up the arm, the right arm. Turn that right palm behind you. Bring the arm back. Bend the elbow. Take a bind with that arm. Drop the elbow, the right elbow on the right shoulder. And see if you can't get the ear a little closer to the shoulder on the left side. So just make everything nice and relaxed in the face and in the jaw. Release the bind, let that arm drop. Bring head back to center. Let the left arm drop. Lift both arms, inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips, swan dive forward. Drop down into a standing forward fold here. Knees can be bent. Really let go of the neck here. Feel the backs of the legs open up. And if you have your knees bent, you're probably getting it more in the lower back. Bend your knees. Okay, push your buttocks back, sit in that little chair. Chest may hit the tops of the thighs or not. Grab the backs of your ankles, drop your head. Breathe here, 360-degree rib cage opening. Sides, front, and back of the rib cage. Swing your arms back, bring them forward, lift. Swan dive forward. Come into a nice fold here again, standing fold. Press your palms into your shins. Straighten your arms and your spine. Pick up your belly, monkey pose. Okay, now for monkey pose, let's just stay here for a moment. Take that breath into the rib cage all around 360 degrees right here. Yeah, again, especially through the back ribs. Bend your knees, push your butt back, take the backs of your ankles, drop your head again. Release your neck, your lower back. Your entire spine is open on top of your legs. Swing the arms back, forward and lift. Come into standing pose. Another swan dive. Another fold. Another monkey. And another 360-degree ribcage breath. Go for it. Oh, yeah, that opens up the back nicely. Bend your right knee. Take your right fingertips into the mat at the center of your mat, front of your feet. Lift your left arm and turn your torso to the left. Nice. Those of you who want to bind, swivel that left palm back, take the arm back, bend the elbow, and take the hand, the top of the left hand, into the right side of the body somewhere. Release the bind if you have it. Straighten your right leg. Take your left hand, place it where your right hand is. Bend the left knee, lift the right sitting bone. Now lift the right arm. And you've got the other side. Okay, again, if you want to bind, you can bind that top arm. Release the bind if you have it. Straighten both legs. Both hands come to the center of your mat. Bend your knees, sweep your arms back, lift up into standing pose, and bring your arms to the sides. Okay, let's come down. That was like our little warm up. A little different. Okay, come onto your mat in easy pose. Let your inner thighs splay open. Take your fingertips to the sides of you. Now let your shoulders be really relaxed. Now listen to this. I want you to feel like you're lifting your heart without lifting the front of your rib cage. Keep the rib cage down. We don't want it to flare forward. Just lift the heart without lifting the rib cage. Nice. Take the right arm across your body. Right hand takes the top of the left thigh. Bend your right elbow in close to your body. Take the left arm out to the side. Swing it behind you. Okay, left hand is into the ground or the fingertips. Draw your navel back. Turn your belly button to the left as you press your right hand into your left thigh. Now get the breath right here in the twist. Breathe. The rib cage breathing. Little more of a twist on your next exhale if you can do it. Wring it out and come back to center. Okay, left hand comes across, takes the top of your right thigh. Left arm comes behind you, torso is still facing forward. Bend the left elbow, draw it in close to your torso, draw your navel back. Now turn your navel towards your right inner thigh. The rest of the spine will come with, and feel that spinal twist. Nice. All right. Big breath, 360 degrees. Another one. And another one. And release it back to center here. Uh, Actually, let's get into a tabletop pose. Let's warm up the spine a little bit more. We've twisted it. And now let's get that nice cat-cow movement for the spine. Spread your fingers apart. Your wrists are dropped directly beneath your shoulders. Check out back there. Knees drop directly under the hips. You're looking straight down at your mat between your hands. The neck is in alignment with the rest of the spine. Press deeply into the hands. More, more, more. Keep pressing till you feel your triceps light up. Got it? Now pick up your belly button. Now press down into the tops of your feet and toward your shins. And you've got a really powerful tabletop pose right there. Release some of that pressing down. Drop your belly. Lift your hips. Send your heart forward between your biceps. And you got a cow pose. Press into the hands a little bit more to lift the heart a little higher, as well as the crown of your head. Feel that nice curve in your spine. All right, we're going to move it to cat. Belly button lifts up toward the ceiling. Tail comes down toward your mat. Upper back opens as you press into the hands and your head drops. Take your chin really deeply into your chest if you want to get at the neck. Also get a little compression in the thyroid, which is really good for it, toning of the thyroid gland. Back to cow again, tail up, heart forward. All right, you want to rev up your car? You want to rev up your cow? Press into the lower part of your palms. They're stuck in your mat, but try to drag them back toward your knees. You feel that? You probably feel it in the upper arms, the belly, everywhere, really. Now, as you're pulling back with the palms of the hands, press forward with the heart. That's it. Isometric, isometric. All right, rounding the back up, cat pose again. And back to tabletop. Curl your toes. Let's get the feet and the toes. Press those little toe pads into the mat. Just kind of, press, press, press like a cat does. You just kind of, how a cat makes biscuits? Yeah, just kind of press. Nice. Now push them in, keep them there. Don't move them anymore. And then press your hips back towards your heels. Push your hips down toward your heels. Get some pressure under those toes. Nice. Drop your elbows straight down into the mat. Fingertips are still spread. Look toward the front of your mat. Oh, feel that mid-back get a nice stretch. Now keep your heart as close to the mat as you can. Glide forward. When your heart comes between your hands, lift up. Round the tail. Come back again. Press down into the toes. Feel the opening under the feet. Enjoy that. Drop the elbows. Lift the hips just a little bit. You're not lifting the hips up, you're just curling the tail up to the ceiling. Look forward, front of your mat, just the mat, just the front of your mat, just the edge of your mat. Press firmly into the hands. Try to drag them back toward your knees. They're not moving because they're stuck in your mat. Now press the heart forward at the same time. Now glide forward and come up into tabletop. All right, take your left knee in just a little bit. Top of the foot hits the mat. Send your right leg out with a flexed heel. Pull up your belly. Activate your right butt cheek. Lift the heel a little higher. Press out through the heel. Now send your left arm forward. Press through your left fingertips forward. Right heel back. Those are your two opposing motions. They're internal, right? Bring it back down to table. Okay, right knee next to the left. Now send the left leg out. Heel is flexed. Lift it a little higher. Lift the belly too. Feel the glute work. Flex the heel a little more. Leg is strong. Send the right arm out. Right hand reaches forward. Left heel pushes back. Nice for the spine here. Let's get the other side again. Right leg back. Left arm forward. Release. Right arm forward, left leg back. Bring it back down. Take your knees out to the sides of your mat, big toes together. Press your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward and drop your chest toward the mat or into the mat, cobbler's pose. 360-degree breath. Open up that rib cage. Lift your head and then walk your paws to the right. Keep your legs right where they are. Drop your elbows down. Drop your crown, your forehead toward the ground. And you've got the left side of your torso open. Feel that. Ready to give it breath? Yeah, feel how the breath opens us up so much more. Lift your head, look toward your fingertips, walk your hands. There they are, back at center. Now how about to the other side? Left side, feel the right side of your torso, right waist open. Drop your elbows, your forehead, Just soften into it. Now give it some breath. And lift your head. Walk your hands back to center. All right. Walk your hands toward you. Lift your torso. Come forward a little bit, lift your hips, curl your toes, and from here, come into a squat pose. All right, so everyone squats differently. All right, so, and some people can't squat, right? But squatting is great because feel how it opens your hips. Also, what it does, if you allow your hips to really relax here, it levels the hips. We all tend to have one hip that's a little higher than the other, right? Here you can really get them nice and level. Now, press into your feet, feel your toes. By the way, hands are in Namaste Mudra with the elbows pressing into the inner thighs, just to keep those thighs nice and open. I want you to close your eyes and feel the bottoms of your feet. Press into them. Hold on to that energy, lift. Open into a star pose. Lift your heart to the ceiling, give yourself a little back bend. Straighten the back. Take the palms overhead in Namaste Mudra, and then take the mudra to your heart. Come down again into your squat. Open your arms. Press the inner knees away from you. Try to lift your heart as much as you can. Oh, yeah, nothing like a squat. Take the palms together. Lift up. Open up into a star. Oh, get that heart up to your ceiling. Namaste Mudra overhead. Spine is straightened. Come on down slowly. Mudra drops, and so does your butt. Nice. Press the elbows into your inner thighs. Drop your drop your pelvis. One more time. Press into the feet. Use that energy to lift. Now, keep the arms overhead. Heel toe. Get your feet about hip distance or closer. Look down at your feet. Outer edges of your feet are facing forward and parallel. So you may feel a little toed in. Okay. Now squeeze your biceps into your ears and then just gently sway to the right or the left if you're using me as a mirror. Pull your navel back. You need that to lift back up. Other side. Oh, feel your right rib cage. It's opening. Ah. Bring it back to center. And open up the arms. Okay. Turn your palms behind you. Press your arms back. Squeeze your wing bones together. Keep your shoulders down. If you can, take your hands together, intertwine your fingers. Listen, if you can't do that, just palm to palm. Now, straighten the arms, squeeze some more. Now you've got a big chest opener. Take the arms behind you, lift them up, hinge from your hips. From your hips. The big hinge is at the hips. And then drop your head to the floor, knuckles up to the ceiling. Oh, yeah, nice inversion right here. Listen up. Bend your knees. Push your butt back in a little tiny kindergarten chair. Swing your arms forward. Lift up again. Open up again. Hinge forward. Take the hands to the top of your mat. Walk your feet toward the back and look for down dog. All right, everyone. Come onto your tippy toes. Press your toes into your mat. Push your chest back toward your hands. Notice how you're taking weight away from the wrists. Fingers are nice and open. You've got really nice foundation in both hands. Nice wide foundation. Drop your heels as close to the mat as you can. Come into tippy toe again. Drop your heels. Tippy toe again. Keep your belly lifted. Drop your heels. Take your left foot, move it just off center line, just to the left of the center of your mat. Lift your right leg. Three-legged dog. Push your chest back toward your left thigh. All right. Now, glide your body forward until your shoulders are over your wrists. I want you to press deeply into your hands. Deeply, deep. Press, press, press to keep those shoulders nice and open. Now, take the hips up and back again. Right foot to the ceiling. One more time, glide forward. Press into those hands. That's going to really give a lot of strength to the shoulders and to the chest. And again, lift to the ceiling. Look forward. Space between your hands is where you're going to take your right foot. Step it there, swing it there, however you want to get it there. So right foot is between your hands now. All right. And you got a nice lunge pose going. Now, shimmy those left toes toward the back of your mat. Get wide. Get the left foot as far back as you can get it. Push into the toe pads. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Nice. Now take your left hand close to your right foot. Reach forward with your right hand. Push back with your left heel. Now lift that right hand up to the ceiling and turn your torso to the right. And binders, you can put a bind in this. Remember, just go where you're comfortable. You might just stay in a lunge pose and that's it. Release the right hand up. Bring it forward and down next to the foot again. Torso is facing the mat again. Straighten your right knee. Feel the hips draw back. Walk your hands back with your fingertips facing forward. Now, bend your elbows back and you're dropping your forehead toward the shin and opening up the hamstrings. Can you feel that between the back of your knee and your right hip all the way up there? Bend your right knee until it's over your ankle. Drop the left knee to the ground and the top of the left foot. Walk your fingertips back, lift your torso up. Push your hips forward. You just need to push them forward a little bit, and you're going to feel the front of your left hip, the hip flexor, open up. Now, take your hips back. You're straightening your front leg. Take the right toes to the ceiling. Walk your hands back. Okay, do you feel how you have the entire back of your right leg open? So you've got the hamstrings again, and now you also have the calf muscles. Now you hinge the elbows back and you just drop your torso down toward that leg. All you're doing is adding weight and more intensity for this really huge opening for the back of that leg. Release that, come forward, drop your right foot into the mat again. Curl your left toes, lift your left knee. Look back at your left foot, turn it out about 45 degrees, hips are facing forward. Check it out, right foot and left foot, put them on different train tracks, okay? They're not on the same track. And swing the arms back and lift them up, and you're in warrior one. All right, everyone, Feel your foundation and make it strong. Fire up your left butt cheek. Send that, can you feel it? You just send that power all the way down the leg to the outer edge of the foot. And then you've got this immense stability behind you. And then from there, you can just really nicely flow forward with your torso. Now drop the right arm to the inside of the right leg and press the leg and the arm into one another. Reach forward with the left hand and arm some more to really open up your left waist. Now lift that arm up to the ceiling and turn your torso. Bent knee triangle. Binders, this is your place to put in a bind. Turn the palm, bring that top arm back, bend it, get it in place, and maybe you even want to bind the front arm. Release the bind, all you binders. Bring the left arm over your ear, intense side stretch. Feel the left side of your body. From the left fingertips down the side of the arm, side of the torso, left hip, and the side of the left leg to the outer edge of the left foot. Reach out with the left fingertips. Turn your torso so it's facing the mat. Lift the right arm so it's facing the left. Come on up to warrior one again. Okay, power up the left butt, left leg, left foot. Reach the right arm forward, left arm back, warrior two. Looking over your right middle finger. Listen up. Turn your left palm back and your left pinky toward the left side of your mat. So you're really rotating that left arm, opening the left shoulder, getting a good squeeze in the tricep. Now take that arm behind, bend the elbow, take that top of the hand into the back of your body. I'll go like this so you can see it. And then rotate that right palm up, bring it up to the ceiling, overhead. Okay, right rib cage is open. Give it some breath. Open up the rib cage with your breath. Another deep breath. And release that right arm forward. Palm faces the floor. Release the left arm. Palm faces the floor. And you are back in warrior two again. Straighten the right knee. Turn that right foot to the edge of your mat. So look down at your feet. Feet should either be looking straight ahead or toed in. Definitely not toed out because we got to watch our knees here. Arms are out to the side. Hinge forward. Drop down. And let your torso completely go here. Feel the release at the back of the neck and the base of your skull. Now, listen up. Keep your head really, really relaxed. Keep your neck muscles really, really soft. Really slowly turn your head to the right. Look how nice and fluid that is. And then really slowly to the left. Yeah, as smoothly as you can do this to the right and to the left and back to center. Take your right hand, the palm into your right shin, left palm into the left shin. Lift your torso so it's parallel to the ground. Lift your hips and feel the backs of your legs open up here. Take your palms to the ground right underneath your head. Walk them forward. Fingers are spread apart, press into the ground. Drop your head between your arms. Send your heart back there between that triangle. See that triangle you made? That line between your feet and both your legs? Press back there, press back there. Release and glide your torso forward. Stop when your shoulders are over your wrists. Walk your hands back. Nice. Look at that right foot. Swivel it out to the right, to the front of your mat. Left foot, bring it in about 45 degrees. Take your hands on either side of your foot. Now lift your left heel, turn those toes forward. Let's move it into pigeon pose. So if you're doing a traditional pigeon, walk the right foot to the left side of your mat. Gently drop the knee toward the right side of your mat. Send the left leg straight back. Level the hips as much as you can and come on down. If you like to do pigeon on your back, you lay on your back and you cross your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. You grab underneath your left thigh and bring it toward your chest. Same thing, you're just flipped around. Well, not exactly the same, but it gets the right hip too. Now, release into this. Feel it. Feel your belly moving as you breathe. So just get soft around your bones here. You put your skeleton, you put your bones in this position. Make everything soft now. Here's one where you really feel the mind and how it's connected to the body, because with this one, the mind really releases. Slowly lift out of this. Swing that back leg, the left leg forward. Okay. Use your x-ray vision to get the femur, the thigh bone, coming straight out from the hip, a right angle from the hip. Got that left one lined up? Now take the right foot to the inner thigh, push, internally push, not with your hand, the right knee toward the ground. So what you're doing, you've just opened up your right lower back space and the right hip, okay? Fingertips to the ground, flex the left heel. Splay open the toes as much as you can. Drag the heel and the left sitting bone back. Okay, place them down again. And then just start making your way over that leg, trying to keep the right knee pressing down. You're going to feel that all over the right hip area, inner thigh, lower back. It's a huge opening. All right, now soften into it. Surrender to the pose right here. Just feel this. Feel where your body is giving you the most feedback. Go there with your attention and your awareness. Notice it, observe it. And coming out of this, okay, and swinging that left leg back again, right knee to the side again, curl the toes, lift the knee, press into the hands to lift the hips, and take the right foot back. All right, down dog again. So whatever you want to do, you can wag your tail side to side, move those hips. You can walk your dog, stepping one foot and the other foot, bending alternate knees, whatever feels good. But again, there's a tendency for the body to begin floating forward. That puts pressure on the wrists. Keep the hips up and back all the time, up and back, up and back. You have to kind of constantly do that to stay back. Right foot comes in off center, plant it into your mat, lift the left leg. Feel your hands pressing into the mat. Nice. Gently glide your torso forward. Stop when the shoulders are over the wrists. Press down into the hands even more. Send it back again. Lift that leg up to the ceiling again. Again, flow forward.
and back and lift that leg up. Nice. Now look forward, space between your hands as we're going to take your left foot. Okay, press deeply down into that left foot to fire up the left leg. You know, I was just reading about how isometric, which is like your body's not moving, but you're firing from the inside like this, like pushing that foot into the mat, feeling that energy come all the way up to the hip. That is supposed to be incredibly good for you. Isometric stuff. Okay, look back at your right foot. Make sure it's on a different track. All right. And then take your right hand close to your left foot. Reach out with your left arm. Pull your navel up toward your spine. Reach out some more. Release the left waist. Open it up. Now lift that arm to the ceiling. That's going to turn your torso to the left. And then binders, you can put a bind in this if you want. Okay, that left hip is going to tend to jut out to the left. Draw it towards center. Unbind. Take the arm forward again. Now you're in your lunge pose. Drop the right knee to the ground. Top of the right foot to the ground. Walk your fingertips back. Lift your torso and press your hips forward. Press deeply into the sole of your left foot. Straighten that leg, that brings your hips back. Take your toes off the mat, dig down deep into your left heel. Now you get the back of the left leg nice and open. Walk your hands back, bend your elbows back, and you just drop some weight down toward that leg. And you feel it, how it opens the hip and the back of the leg even some more. So just come down as much as feels good. It could be a little too intense for some. All right, walk forward. Step that left foot back into the mat. Curl the right toes. Lift the right knee. Look back at the right foot. Make sure it's still on a different track. Now straighten the left knee. Walk your hands back. Bend your elbows. Drop your forehead toward the shin. Pyramid pose. I think I did this on the other side, hopefully. All right, bend the left knee till it's over the ankle. Turn the right foot out about 45 degrees and come up into warrior two. Warrior one, sorry. Warrior one, hips are facing forward. All right, feel your foundation from the belly down to the earth, okay? Those legs, those powerful legs, feel them. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Send the energy down the right leg. Press into the outer edge of that right foot. Got it? Now press into the bottom of the left foot. Keep all that energy. And now the torso can be really soft and it can just flow forward easily. All right, take the left hand to the inside of the leg. Lift the right arm. Okay, turn the palm back if you want to bind. Bring the arm back. Look, you can even just do this without doing a bind. Then you get to open that right shoulder. But if you want to bind, bend the elbow. Take the top of that hand into somewhere into the back body. And then maybe even, wait, what am I doing? Okay, hand has to come to the front of the leg for a double bind. Release the bind. Bring the arm over your ear. Intense side stretch. This time it's on the right. Turn your torso toward the mat. Lift your left arm. Palms are facing each other. Come on up. Warrior one. Okay. Now bring your left arm down to the inside of the leg. Open up the right arm. Right palm to the ground. Release the left. Warrior two. Looking over the middle finger of the left hand. That's your focal point, your drishti point. Right hand, rotate it back, rotate that pinky forward. It's actually toward the side of your mat. Got the tricep nice and engaged. Bring the arm back. Bend the elbow. Place that top of the arm and hand into your back body. Drop your right shoulder. Rotate your left palm up. Spread the fingers apart. Shine the palm up toward the ceiling and overhead. Reverse warrior with a bind. Left rib cage accessed and open. Ready to give it breath? Expand that rib cage, front, side, and back with your breath. 360-degree breath. Oh. Now, it's not easy to get a big 360 breath when you're this turned to the side, when you're this lateral, but just try. And release back to warrior two. And then to warrior one, hips forward, both arms up. Bring it forward here. We're coming into pigeon, left hip. So walk that left foot to the right side of your mat. Knee drops to the other side. Right leg goes straight back. Level those hips. And then you don't have to come down. You can even stay up like this for pigeon. But if you want a little more weight dropped into the hip, bring your torso down to add some weight. And if you're on your back, knees are bent over the hips. Left ankle goes to the top of the right thigh. Grab under the right thigh, bring it toward you. Again, try to stay with the feeling. Try to stay inside your body. If your mind wanders, no big deal. Just bring it back. And slowly lift it up. Swing that right leg forward. Get it in position. Thigh bone coming straight out of the right hip. Then the left knee to the side. Flex the heel, right foot. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to scooch that leg back just a little bit and then start coming down over it. And as you're coming down over it, press the outer edge of your left thigh and your left knee toward the ground. That's going to give you more opening. So after you make your way down and you say, okay, this is as far as I'm going to go tonight, now just soften everything up. Release your forehead toward your leg and then give it breath. And slowly bring it up. Turn it to the front of your mat. Bring the right leg back. Curl the right toes. Press the knee up off the ground. Lift the hips and send the other leg back. Walk it to the center of your mat and come on up. Okay, we're going to do a little hip opening. So those of you who came in a little late, get yourself next to a chair or a table, just something you can hang on to. This is a little low, but I think it's going to work for me. All right, that's better. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just really open up the hip joints. So first, let's start with our left leg. Lift the left knee up to the ceiling. Now take it out to the side. Now take it behind you, and it's as if you're trying to kick your foot to the right side of your body. Now swing it to the side again and forward, and now draw that knee across. Now bring it down and to the side. Now bring it back, pushing that foot to the side.
Bring it out to the side again, forward, across, down, to the side, back, kick to the right, this time to the side, across, and down. Let's do the other one. Okay. Knee comes up to the side, behind you, kick that foot to the left side. Okay, now bring it to the side again, across, down this time, and up to the side. Back again, press that foot to the side, and across, down. Let's do one more. Up, knee comes back. Let's bring it straight forward into the side, and then across your body and down. Okay, got the hips nice and warmed up. Let's go for some more hip stuff. I'm just throwing in this little blip for hips here. Okay, remember what we do? We're going to go over a fence. So there's a little fence next to you. Okay, squat down a little bit, swing that right leg up and over the fence and squat down. Get the other leg up and over the fence and squat. Again, get over the fence, squat. Get it over, squat. You got it. Think about the knee lifting up and over. Up and over. Feel the hips. Here. Up and over, squat. Up and over, squat. Up and over, squat. Up and over here. This is where we started. Now, arms come in front of you. Forget the fence. Sit down and lift up. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Sit down. Come on up. Feel the hips. Down, pull the belly back. Come up. Press into those feet. Press into those feet when you come up. Yeah, notice. Watch this. Go down. I should say, feel this. Press into your feet. More, more, more. Feel how that fires up the entire leg. Feet are very important, everyone. Lift up. Down. And up. And down. Get it wider. Bring the arms back. Forward. Back. Feet are facing forward. Up. Back. Up. Keep that belly pulled back. And up. All right, nice. We got the hips in. All right, shake it out a bit. Oh, feel the hips. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready to waterfall? All right. When you swing your arms back, you gotta push your butt back and bend your knees. That protects your knees and your lower back. Then you come up, waterfall. In through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. It's a detox breath. Inhale. Yeah, feel that waterfall. Hear the breath. And bring it up and overhead. Ah. Just stretch up with the fingertips. Press down through the feet. Hands together, Namaste Mudra, soften them. Bring the mudra to your heart. And drop your forehead towards your fingertips. Release your arms. And bring it down to the ground. Okay, let's bring it onto our backs. We need to do a few little things on our backs tonight.
I think this is the first time we've been on our backs. Okay. All right. Straighten the left leg. Bring the right knee up to the chest. Intertwine your fingers over your right shin. Elbows are out to the side. They're bent. Press that right thigh down into your belly. Chin to the chest. We got the right hip. We have the ascending colon. And give it some breath. Push your belly into your thigh as you breathe. That's where you get the internal work, the organ work. Release your right arm out to the side, palm up in a T pose. Take your left hand to the side of your right leg. Gently draw that bent knee to the left side of your mat and bring it down. So you have the luxury of being home, everyone. You can get a pillow and stick it under your knee if you want to. Oh, yeah. Lower back release, right chest release. Feel that radiate into the right arm. Soften your left shoulder. Just breathe here. Bring it back to center. Release the right leg down. Left knee comes up to the chest. Hands up to the ceiling. Intertwine your fingers. Bring them down into the shin. Press that thigh as deep as it can go. Chin to the chest. Elbows are out to the sides. Press, press, press. Now bring them in toward you. All right. Left hip, descending colon. Add some breath. Left arm comes out to the side with the palm up, T pose. Right hand brings the side of that bent knee leg over to the right side of your mat. Okay, once you get there, soften up. Feel it. So just feel the kind of the feeling that's created when you twist your spine. The spine is a super highway of your nervous system, right? Basically the spine, and then you have the brain. Those are the big powerhouses of the nervous system. So when you twist the spine and get it open, right, there's this reaction that you get that's really nice for the nervous system. All right, take that knee back to center, release it to the ground. Both knees come up now to the chest. Give yourself a big hug right here. All right, we're going to throw in just a few core things. I know you're here, Fern. You'd be disappointed if I did do a few core. Get your knees bent over your hips. This is called the reverse tabletop. Pull your belly, press your belly down toward the ground. Okay, hands, intertwine them. See that little basket that you just created with your palms? Slip it under your skull. Elbows are open nice and wide. You're looking straight up at the ceiling. Press the face straight up to the ceiling. Okay, there's the upper abs working, and pulse. So you're not looking at your knees, you're looking straight up at the ceiling. Hold it, hold it here. Now take your knees to your chest and send them straight out. Knees to the chest, send them straight out. Okay, so now we're adding lower abs to the mix. Flex those heels. Keep those legs nice and strong. Yeah. So some of you are going to have your legs closer to the ground, some more up to the ceiling. Depends how your lower back feels. Check it out. Oh. All right. Keep those knees hugged into your chest. Straighten only the right leg. Flex the right heel. Lift your torso. Turn it toward the left leg. Switch sides. So remember, you're not turning just your head, you're lifting and turning your whole torso, because now we're getting the obliques, the side muscles of the abdominals. Exhale, deep exhale. And take it back to center, drop the head into the ground. Arms are in a T position, soles of the feet together, knees bent to the side. Drop your legs into the ground in that position. Oh, yeah. Now, if your lower back is bothering you, slide your feet away from your buttocks. Now, really soften the shoulders, the wing bones, the head, the inner thighs. Take your knees together. Okay, bring your legs up, cross at the ankles, grab underneath your thighs, come on up. And now turn it over, belly facing the earth. Okay, crocodile pose, restorative. So feet are toed in, hands are stacked, head rests on the top hand, and you just really chill out here. Release everything. Look for areas where you're holding tension. Okay, giving your body the attention, it releases it. Okay, maybe not completely, but it's kind of amazing. Really focus in on that area where you're feeling tension. Observe that area, like you're just kind of checking it out and observing it, and watch what happens to it. And then if you want to bump it up to another level, send your breath to there. Think about sending the energy of your breath to that part of the body, not to there. All right, cobra pose. So remember, feet are toed in, legs are hip distance or closer. Palms into the mat, chest level. Elbows, draw them in toward your body. Press your elbows down to your feet, and your face is looking straight down at the mat. Your head is picked up looking straight down. This puts your neck in alignment with the rest of your back, with your entire spine. Keep the head in alignment with the spine while you're doing this pose. In other words, don't pull the back of your head toward your upper back. Ready? Slowly peel your front body off the mat. Remember, a cobra is not that high. But if you're a back bender, you want to get up and then slowly bring it down again. Kiss forehead to mat to complete the pose and come up for one more. And if you feel like it tonight, you can look over one shoulder and the other and put a lateral twist in here. And back down just as slowly as you came up. After you touch your forehead to the ground, turn your head to the side, get your arms to the side, elbows bent, palms up. You can spread your legs together or apart a little bit more, but keep your feet toed in, okay? Because that position is good for your hips versus toed out. Now slowly turn your head to the other side, really slow motion style. And then bring your head back to center. Bring your palms chest level again. Press into the ground and push up into a table pose. Lift your belly and curl your tail down toward your mat. So you've got a little pelvic tilt happening here. Now you've really opened up your lower back. So when you draw your hips back toward your heels for child's pose, that lower back can really open up. So just fold into a child's pose. All right, so take a few breaths in child's pose, and then if you are staying for Shavasana, flip it over so that your back body is now into the earth and come into Shavasana. So remember, for Shavasana pose, you want your arms and your legs really spread open. Take up some space. Close your eyes. So feel the weight of your body. Just sense the body's weight and sense how gravity is drawing you down toward the core of the earth. So you don't need to hold on to any of your weight. You can just let gravity take it. Now feel the movement of your belly as you breathe. And when your mind wanders, when you're captured in a thought, which is bound to happen, it's bound to happen again and again. No problem. Just send your awareness back to your belly moving, to your breath. The breath is your anchor into the present moment. Now take awareness to your head. Just feel the weight of your skull resting on the ground or into a pillow. Okay, so now the neck muscles have nothing to do. They don't have to hold the head up at all. Just feel the neck muscles soften. And from there, you can soften your jaw. Feel the jaw release. Feel your tongue release. And if you're pressing your tongue to the top of your mouth, let it drop. Let the tongue rest at the bottom of your mouth. So the tongue has many, many muscles that do incredible things. Okay, talking is one of them. Let the tongue really rest here. Really rest the tongue. And feel the lips rest and soften over the tops of your teeth. And feel your eyeballs soften and release into their sockets. Feel the energy of your eyeballs. Yeah, feel that. All those nerves. Relax them. Let them rest.
Feel the muscles of your forehead soften against the front of your skull. Feel your temples relax and your scalp. And just behind your forehead and behind the frontal part of your skull, the bone of your forehead, right? Soften the front of your brain. Just feel your brain relax. And go back into the middle brain and at the base of your skull, your brain stem. Release into your upper back. Let your wing bones be heavy. And then that relaxation, let it go down both your arms. Feel your right hand, just your right hand. Take your awareness just to your right hand. Feel the palm of your right hand, the fingers of your right hand. Okay, go to the left side, right? The right hand's twin. Left palm, left fingers. Notice how it feels when your hands relax. Take your awareness to your belly, rising and falling as you breathe. Relax deep, deep into your pelvis and into your hips and into your buttocks. Relax the pubic bone, your inner thighs, the tops of your thighs, big, powerful muscles there. Feel them release. Backs of your thighs, your knees. Feel your kneecaps floating over the joints of your knees. Your shin bones, your calf muscles. Feel your left foot, just your left foot. The top of your left foot, the sole of your left foot, the toes of your left foot. Okay? Again, go to the left foot's partner, right foot. The top of your right foot, the sole of your right foot, and the toes of your right foot. Feel your entire body and your inner landscape, right? All the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations that you experience. And then the background of all that, your awareness, right? Like a deep silence or a wide open sky, right? That everything kind of moves through thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations, sights and sounds, your awareness, your consciousness. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put an intention, a sankalpa, or a prayer into this, you can go ahead and do that or not. So just form that seed, take it to your heart, fill it with the warmth of your heart, the energy of your breath, the power of your desire. And then with your next exhale, release that seed and just simply go back to your body, breathing and being. All right, slowly make your transition. Keep your eyes closed and soft. So remember, when you do this type of, meditative shavasana, blood pressure goes down, body temperature goes down, parasympathetic nervous system gets ramped up, which is the relaxation response of your nervous system. So just respect that, come out of it slowly. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side, knees bent, resting your head on your arm. And then very slowly bring yourself to seated pose. Okay. Arms open wide, all the way up. Big inhale. Oh, and a release. And exhale, bring it down to your heart. Namaste. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully, I see you next week. And yeah, that's it. See you later. Remember, you can always, right now, you can ask to unmute or chat if you have any questions, or you can email me and I'll be happy to respond. Good night.